I think we're good to go. Okay, so what I did, I changed my bow, changed my cams. Ivan, how are you, buddy? Are you in there? So I changed my cams back to the 30-inch cams. These are Spiral X cams on a Podium X. So it's the cam before this bow. So this bow doesn't belong on this cam. It's called a refurbish or something. Something crazy like that. It's got a name. A refurbished bow or a custom bow or something. But I heard Scott Bryce was doing it, so that's why I did it. Plus, it was the only 30-inch cam I could get when I got this bow. So I'm going back to that because what happened, I was shooting, and Big T's in. Test the text-to-speech for us, guys. Can you do that for us? See how that's going? So I was using my other end. I was just feeling way too short. I had to bend my elbow too much and all types of stupid stuff. So today, we're going to be shortening it just a fraction. Here, I'll test the text-to-chat.
How do you do it, Jimmy? I'm on my phone, mate.
Ah, sweet, bro. I can hear you cool. Daddy Beast is on. We got a few people on.
Jimmy said EXA.
Haha, yes. Okay, so text to speech is working, people.
Sounds good to me.
Awesome. So now we get everything going. Everything's working. Okay. Alright, we're all cooking with gas. Everything's working, everything's good to go. Okay, so I'm going to just take a few twists out of my cables to try and shorten my draw length like 1/4 of an inch. It feels like it's just 1/4 of an inch too long at the moment. So that's the first plan, is to thing. And I don't know if this axle's bent or not. I took it out last night when I was changing it. The limbs definitely look twisted, but the cam looks straight. So maybe he's alright about the thing, and I just bought a axle for nothing. But the axle will be here today, so hopefully we'll get into it. Justin says, I'm making lunch at the moment, but it sounds all good. Thanks, bro. Robert Guy's in. How are ya? Archery Vlogs, Beast Capacity Outdoors. Ivan, everybody's in. Okay, we're pumping. So that's first thing, is let's get this this bow press out and shorten this draw length a bit. So at the moment she is way too long. Well, not way too long, about 1/4 of an inch, I think. Just feels 1/4 of an inch, just that fraction too long. So let's get the old bowmaster out, bend my axle a bit more, and shorten this draw length. Daddy Beast, I think's in.
Yep,
I can hear you now, bro, just.
Tell you what, the delay on YouTube compared to Discord's unreal.
It's crazy, eh? Alright.
That delay is something extreme because I've been on PUBG with watching Jimmy play PUBG and then be an extra set of eyes, and it's already like 20 seconds too late.
He's probably done the cam by now. He's just setting up the bow press.
That's it. Just trying to set. Ah, yeah, on the video. Yep. That far behind. Now I'm just getting it set up now. It's about, I think it's about 10 seconds or something behind. So it's not too far.
You haven't got anything in the mail yet, have you, Jimmy?
I have. That's what I was going to do it today. Let's have a look. Hang on. Let me be back in 2 seconds.
No, they don't. No, just as long as they got there, mate.
Check these out, Big T. Got them. Thank you. They're nice looking ones, these ones. The old gold and purple.
I was wondering where the other ones ended up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy that I didn't get them. It sucks that I didn't get them, actually. They're very nice. I probably shouldn't show them because you're getting too popular, Big T. Everybody wants the Big T finger slings. Where do you get your paracord from?
Oh, I can't tell you that, mate. That's giving away trade.
It's a proprietary secret.
Yeah. So what is it, guys? Do you just know to take the to get rid of the to shorten the draw length? I need to take twists out of the cables, don't I? Is that correct?
Yeah, it wouldn't take it out, make it longer.
Not in the cables. I think shorten the cables. I think
Oh,
you can.
sorry, cables. Yeah.
Yep, cables. So I got a fair few twists in the string already. I thought I'd take some twists out of the cables. So I should take 2 twists out of both, shouldn't I? To keep the cam timing in. Is that what you'd recommend, Big T?
I would.
Right,
whatever you do to one, you got to do to the other.
Alright, that's it then. Okay, got more twists on the old Bowmaster. Yeah, so I don't know if me can, like I rolled it on the table and got the light underneath it, and there's like, it's bent as much as a piece of paper, like it's so thin, the little bend in it. I don't know if it's even, you know, worth worrying about. So I don't know if it,
Well, you can't onsell your bow with a dodgy bit in it, mate. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's true as well, Tony. That is a good point. So at least I'm doing the right thing and changing it before I get rid of it. Not Sinister will be happy because I think Sinister wants to get the bow. Okay, so twist out. 1, 2 twists enough, you reckon, Big T?
Trial and error at the moment, isn't it?
It is, ain't it? I reckon 2 twists will be enough though. It's only
Mate,
like a quarter of an inch I got to go. Well, not even a quarter.
If it was easy, everyone would be doing it.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I wonder where Primal is today. He's normally on the chats.
Well, when he went live yesterday, I just got to the club, so that's why I didn't come on yesterday.
Ah, I wondered where you were. We were down shooting too.
Yeah, I watched it last night.
I was a little busy.
Alright, so it's done. Let's see how this feels. Then I've got to put a new D-loop on, try and find the new D-loop height. It's going to be a bit of a drama. That's why I changed it all over and went, oh yeah, it's going to be easy. Then I went, oh no, I've got to retune it. I've got to redo everything. Got to like fiddling with your bow, don't you? You can't leave it alone.
It's archery, mate. You can't do nothing without having to do everything.
That is true.
All the cams are looking good. All in the right holes. I've got I'm using me stand back black pearl, but it's got the safety in it, so I know it's not going to go off because it's got a safety in it. So if you wonder
what made you go back to a button instead of the back tension?
Oh, I don't know. I just I don't know actually. I was just getting frustrated with the back tension because I just kept punching it. I couldn't stop punching it with the back tension. I don't know what was happening, but I kept going. You know, you just shoot it with the top finger, you'll get it, and it's just about to go, and as instead of just relaxing into it, I just go. So I thought if I go back to the thumb, I can just kind of try not to punch it so bad. So that was me theory, and I thought I need to try it in case, because I'm going to have to pick one when Gary pulls out this new training regime. So it's like, I better try the thumb to make sure I don't like it. So I was just giving it.
If he takes all your toys away, you're going to go blind because the only thing you'll have to play with will be your tackle.
a good one. I'm going to be lonely without all my toys, that's for sure.
It's kind of like
That's it.
a thumb release from my back tension from my black pearl. The way I was sitting with my shooting form, I was breaking my wrist to trigger. In combination, I guess, to trigger the back tension, and I have noticed since switching over to the thumb release, shooting form has actually improved quite a bit.
You're not snap shooting it as much?
Yeah, I'm not breaking my wrist in the shot. My wrist is breaking after the shot in the follow through. So
that's what you want.
I'm kind of forcing myself to where my release lays up a little bit, or my fist lays a little flatter up against my cheek.
Yep.
In the follow through, you can see my hand kind of doing the drop away, where twisting back to normal and then drops after the release.
Yep.
And so the CBHSAA state championships in January, I'm going to switch to the black pearl again, my back tension, and see the whippersnapper thumb release, for the last like 4 months now, is in correcting some of that problem with my shooting form and breaking my wrist in the release.
Yeah. Can you see me draw length now? Tell me what you think about me draw length now.
I'm going with the delay. I'm still outside, but I'll be back inside in a second, so it should be right. Hang on. Oh, you're doing it sitting down.
Kneeling, hunting style.
All right.
What do you think? I was like this before. If I can get that arm straight now. Do I look a bit better in the posture?
Yeah, it looks all right, don't you?
I think that's the right length now.
Straighten your bow arm out there.
D4RKR15U3 said.
Oh.
Does it feel to you now when you're holding it?
It feels good now, eh? I don't feel like I'm shorting my arm. Draw length as much. Oh, we got a new person on Discord. Let's, there you go, buddy. You're a soldier now. D4RK15NU, U3. Be cool if he's a spammer and we get some mad spam chats happening. Yes, me. I'm loving the I love the haters as much as the good guys. Funny. Okay, so what have I got to do next? Cut off this D loop and make a new D loop. This one looks way too low at the moment.
Now, which D loop material are you using?
Oh, I'm using blue D loop material. I don't know. There's we don't really have many options in Australia. We just got D loop material.
Yeah, because we got like two types. We have that really thin, weaved stuff that's kind of stiff.
This is pretty thick. I don't know.
Oh, okay. It's I use what I have on mine is a white string than what's normal, the average, and it's soft. So you know how like your D-loop material, it'll take the shape of caliper and stuff after a while, and it'll stay that way.
Yep.
Well, with this white material that I use, or that the shop uses for me.
You guys want a good D-loop?
Yep.
D4 RKR15U3 said not a hater, but I just switched over to a hinge and I found that if it's set to cold I tend to punch it, so I set it faster and I'm not doing it nearly as badly.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's exactly what this stuff looks like, is that stuff from the blinds.
Yeah,
and it
right.
only
No,
comes in
mine's
white.
not that stiff.
Yeah, it only comes in white. No, well, it's not stiff. It's just it's really loose. And
so D4's not a hater. It's just switched to a hinge. Yeah, it's just made his hinge a bit hotter. I use a really hot hinge too. I like that was my problem though, because I use a click, so I get to me click before I start aiming. So I'm like just the tiniest little bit to set it off when I'm aiming. So that's why I go a bit jumpy on it, I think, because it's so red hot. Might be because of the click too, because I know maybe I should get rid of the click.
Yeah, why not? Another punch in the mouth.
actually,
I love changing things, don't I?
I've actually heard. Can you hear me? There we go. Okay, I noticed a couple of like the pro shooters take the click out of their back tensions.
Yeah, it's full personal.
Yeah.
Broadwater uses a click, but then Rio doesn't. Heaps of pros don't. So I think you can only use the click if you're it's getting hot here. If you hit the click before you start aiming. I got a mate, really good shooter, Scotty Buscombe, and he says if the click goes off while you're aiming, there's your good shot gone. So you got to make sure that you're aiming, your click goes off before you start aiming, otherwise you waste your good shot. So that's what makes the click hard to use. There's not many people have the balls to let it click in the while you're drawing back. So that's pretty close to the old punch facing.
That's why I like my Black Pearl, the Black Pearl deep swing. 1 second.
All right, guys, it's hard for me to see the chat in on YouTube. So if you guys want to talk to something, come on Discord and throw it up in a text to speech, and then I'll definitely hear it. Or you can come and join the voice channel. Link in the description. Just trying to get this D-loop off. I used my D-loop pliers, and they got the little crimping tool. I just squeeze the knot with the crimping tool, and it loosens the knot up.
You're dropping out, Jimmy.
Am I dropping out? Maybe my headset's going dead. Alright guys, I'll plug in my headset. Alright, good to go. How's that, better Big T?
Yeah, mate, yep.
Alright. Jimmy's new name's a chameleon, always changing. That's a good one.
Hey.
Hey, bro.
I noticed you had a significant lack of kiwi in the bloody chat.
Ah, not anymore.
Yeah. Need to fit that one in.
Ha ha, fit that in real well.
Yeah.
How you going, bro? I seen your bow looks nice.
Yeah, I haven't managed to be able to shoot it very much because there was a power cut and I have to use a light to actually see the target in my garage. And I found that I could actually bring it outside to get a reasonable amount of distance. But for $300 American, she's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, it's shooting pretty good.
It feels relatively good. I'll have to pull up some videos at some point. Just trying to pull them arrows out of the bloody target.
They're going in a bit harder now, are they?
No, it's just carpet target. Yeah.
Alright.
Which way is your carpet running, mate? Northwest or east south? Northwest. North south or east west?
What?
Which way is your carpet running? Up and down or side to side?
Up and down.
That's why to have it.
The arrows just go straight through if I put them, if I layer them, front to back.
Yeah, right.
I tried it before. I had a massive wooden target that I basically just put all the carpet in and squashed it down. And I was shooting at it. Whenever it gets even like slightly wet, the arrow just shoots straight through. And that's how I broke my first window.
That's never a good thing.
Yeah.
Alright, so I have an arrow.
Luckily, I've only broken that window. I've only broken one window. I just broke it a few times.
Nice one, bro. So for all at home, what's the brand of your bow that you just got? My bow. No, it's not a my bow. What is it?
It's called a X1, so WON. Like one something.
Yeah, right.
From I think it's like a sub company of Mathews.
All right.
Called Gen X.
Gen X.
Yeah, Gen X. Sounds.
And you like it
so
far?
extreme. It's got a bit of a. Yeah. What was that?
Just saying you're liking it all right now so far.
I said the wife and I have PSCs. I have a Supra and she has a Phenom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't get wrong with PSC, can you?
Nah.
My PSC.
Yeah, I might get a PSC one day when if I decide to really take on target archery.
Flick up your dropper wide, Jimmy.
Have a look, see where it's sitting.
Best way to do it.
At the moment, I'm finding it's got like this real squishy wall. It's just like a bloody sea sponge.
Yeah, right. How's that knocking height, guys? Can you see that one?
I'm on my phone, can't see jack shit. I'll be on my computer soon, but just making punch.
I think it's a bit high.
Get the fuck out of the egg. Fucking egg.
I'm surprised Primal, Primal must be working or something. I'm surprised he's not on today. I think I should get me me arrow leveler, Big T. Throw it on there, see how she's running.
I would, mate. I'd be going to Bunnings and go and get yourself a nice little cheap Stanley.
Oh, that's what I need to do. I probably should have done that this morning. All right, I'll be back in a second, guys.
Can't fiddle with one thing without fiddling with everything else.
No, you're right.
I think this is one of the main reasons why people use bare bows.
It would be nice if I had a bow vise on this table right in front of us. Oh, what am I doing with the screen? I need to make myself bigger, don't I?
I mean, you do look pretty small, but, you know, you're an Aussie, so...
Ha ha ha.
No.
There we go. Now you might be able to see what's going on. Alright, so I've got me where's my arrow? Let me string leveler. Throw that on the bow. And my arrow leveler, throw that on the arrow.
Someone's doing dishes or something.
Who's doing the dishes?
No, I'm making lunch. I'm making lunch.
That's what they were talking about.
Alright, that's dead square there. God, how do we mark this?
That's where you need a third hand, mate.
It is, isn't it? Holy hell, on fire. I probably should have cut a piece of string before I started leveling it, shouldn't I? Alright.
Probably would have been the smart thing to do, but, you know.
Would have, you know me, never prepared, never prepared. Okay, I'm going to use some green serving to tie it in.
Green. Oh.
Green just to go with the blue, because you know what they say, blue and green should never be seen.
Could be worse, I guess.
Okay, so re-leveling. Alright guys, I've just got me arrow level and me string level, trying to even them up. Get them pretty similar anyway. As long as it's similar, we can do the fine tuning with the rest later.
I think I have another excuse for you coming up later.
Oh, what's this? Ah, the new the new string. Okay, there it is. There. There it is. There. Don't you move, you bastard.
I just blame the target. It keeps moving.
Target keeps moving. That's the
worst every time I shoot the arrow.
Just as you release.
Yeah. There's got to be someone down there. He's just, as soon as I blink, moves it.
Bang.
Yep, exactly. I scare the target so much it moves.
Mm.
It looks like Jimmy needs an OMP vice.
I need some sort of vice, that's for sure. Struggling big time. Look at this, using my knees. I'm on fire.
I mean, you already have a vice. It's called Archery.
Okay, I think I've got the first knot on.
Oh yeah, I got one of the Versa Cradle. Man, it works great.
A Versa Cradle, is that a good vice?
OMP makes it, I think.
I've got the OMP laser device, laser leveling device, but it doesn't work on the Hyot's because do you just know the Hyot's shoot through risers aren't square, they're pointing out like this. So you can't use a leveling device, and the further you move your, if you move your, just say you got your sight all the way out, and you want to move it in because you want to get more cast, it'll throw your left and your windage way out. It's ridiculous.
What might work is if you went down to Bunnings and grabbed some, like, quick vice clamps.
You know, what Bunnings do sell is a Stanley clamp, and it's exactly the same as a bow vice. That's what Big T was talking about just before. They're $40 from Bunnings.
Oh,
it's just
really?
A bow vice made by Bunnings.
Cool. I'll have to see if there's one over here.
Yeah, there should be. So I'll have to get myself one.
There's like a $40 benchtop vise.
A what?
You said there's like a bow vise for the.
It's no from Stanley. It's
from
like,
Stanley.
Yeah, it's not a bow vise, but it's exactly the same thing.
Got the
what's
ball.
it called, Big T? What's it called, Tony? It's just a table vise or something.
Yeah, something like that. It's a mini vise. It runs on a ball. You can do it at 90 to, you got 90 degrees up and down and 180 degrees around with a ball vise. And you can level it all out. It cost me $35 when I started, and it works a treat.
Oh, I nearly just put my knee out. All right, guys. So what I'm doing, I'm just tying a knot, top and bottom, back and forth, till I get a little thing going. Then that'll be me bottom serving knot.
I think I know the vise that you're talking about.
I got it right here. They have it on Amazon.
Post a link in Discord for us, and I'll bring it up on the...
It's called the Stanley Max Steel Multi-Angle Hobby Vise.
That's it. Send us a link on Discord, and I'll put it up.
Got these two little plastic covers that cover the jaws.
Daddy Beast said Amazon.com.
There you go.
Put some foam over the top of them so it doesn't damage the bow.
You just put a bit of foam covers over the limb bits, the bits that go on the limbs.
Same sort of foam that you used to make your targets out of, that blue stuff.
Oh, yeah, yep. Just the jigsaw mats.
Yeah. A couple of bits of that on there, mate, and that holds it all in there, and
you're good to go.
It works a treat.
I just tied the finishing knot off and it's loose. How does that happen? God, hopeless.
Yeah, I just threw a picture up in the archery pics for that OMP.
Oh, sweet. Let me get it up for you.
It's because you didn't hold your tongue, Jimmy. That's what's done it.
Yep. Oh, no. Okay, archery pictures. Where's archery pictures?
Looks like it goes over far enough to put a bow in it.
There's the My Bow one. Let's have a look at... And there's the Stanley one. There you go. Amazon. Links on Discord if you want to check it out. Now I can't get this stupid knot.
Ah, yeah.
Thank you.
It's about $60 here.
60.
Yeah.
Still not too bad for a bow vise.
No. It's funnily enough, I normally use one of them for electronics.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which one is $60?
The one you put up.
Oh.
In our money.
Well, in Kiwi money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you Aussies are a little bit better than us.
Yeah,
Only a bit.
For American.
Shipping and handling, though, that's what'll get you, especially here in New Zealand.
Yeah, right.
My funniest story was when I first sort of started dabbling with Amazon. I wanted to get some cheap metal chopsticks because I was doing something. $6 chopsticks, pack of 10. Guess how much the shipping was?
How much?
$28.
28?
Not even close. Not even close. $130 US.
What?
I am not even kidding.
Did you realise that before you bought it, or did you get stung with it?
No, I was just on the checkout, and I was like, shipping and handling, basic shipping and handling, and your order comes to $140. I was like, how does that work? Am I going to get something out of this that I'm not necessarily wanting? Maybe I am wanting. Shipping. Huh. Where is this coming from? Fucking Mercury?
Amazon should have a drone flying over there shortly.
In New Zealand? God, no. Someone will probably steal it.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yo.
I wanted to tell you I did some tests with my new VAPs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How'd they go?
After adjusting the rest to the proper height, because I mean the diameter is a lot smaller than my ACC.
Yep.
Air shaft, and it took about 6 shots. Veined are in the same damn hole.
That's cool. Here's an interesting question for you, Jimmy. What would you say would be the order of operations when you're purchasing your bow gear? What would you say comes, like obviously the bow comes first, but then what?
I think he's gone, mate.
Oh, did he disappear?
Well, he's not at his base, so he's walked away somewhere.
I had to go get me lighter.
Okay.
I had to get me lighter, and I was all the way down in me little archery dungeon.
Oh God, who are you storing in there?
That's where I keep Greg.
Okay. I thought he looked a bit pale.
I just put a photo up in the archery pics. First 6 arrows with the new VAPs.
Oh, here we go.
Don't know what you're making for lunch, mate, but it sounds like you're feeding an army.
Yeah, I've been making a bit of noise there, bro. Oh, a big crunchy.
I'm not making the dog noises.
Dog noises are my neighbour.
Yeah, there's probably someone else.
First not done.
That was my first 6 shots with the new VAPs.
Wow, and they're the yellow ones, are they?
Yes, mate.
Wow, that is nice. Alright guys, I'm going to have to go get a knock now. I'm on fire.
Just pull one off their arrow.
It's those stupid VAP ones. They just do not come out. Stupid, you know, not the pin knock ones.
Oh, they've got collars on them, those big arrows, haven't they?
Yeah, you got to lube them up to get them in. And break them to get them out.
You blokes and lube.
Can't have a
Gotta use it somehow.
Ah, that's right, otherwise it'll go to waste.
Yeah.
But that is a definite crunch. You couldn't reuse that pin.
No, mate, no.
I don't think you could have hit that any more in the centre, could ya?
It was a good hit.
Oh, nice. I found the Stanley for $30.
Oh, sweet.
Of course, it probably cost you a leg in shipping, though.
Alright, guys, so what I'm doing...
That's the fun about it.
I'm
going to switch over to my computer now while I eat. And drop something.
On where the thing goes, and I'm going to tie a knot on the top of that. So that's the plan. And then we should have our peep height and knock height. Now we just need a D-loop after that. We might be good to shoot it. I don't know why I went back. This was my original draw length I used to have, and the same length on my other bow. Well, on my old bow, I used to run 29, a little bit long strung, and then run an inch D loop.
Am I a bit loud?
You're not too loud for me.
Nope.
Oh, I'm never too loud for you, am I, Jimmy?
No. Character. So you're going to put up some more videos, bro?
How
do you pronounce your name?
Droga Reka. It's Norse.
Oh, Droga.
Yeah. It stands for undead warrior or ghost warrior. I've just had it forever.
Droga. So I just didn't know how to pronounce it, that's all.
No, it's all good.
Now I know. Yeah, we'll definitely have to have a game of PUBG.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a,
Did you add me?
Yeah, I did. Yep. Oh no, I got the request. I seen the request just pop up a second ago when I went on the computer. So I got
that's good. You're not just snobbing me for no reason.
No, I just haven't been on yet, bro.
Because I'm a Kiwi, eh?
That's it. Can't stand your accent.
Oh,
joking.
Gotta love you guys.
You're the only Kiwi I know, old mate, that's actually still in New Zealand. It's not over here.
Oh, mate.
Oh, Big T's on fire with that one.
I am, I mean...
You're in the midst
I feel
of moving?
like I'm the only Kiwi here, to be honest.
Have you been over to Australia?
Haven't had a chance.
I've never
My sister did the old leap over the ditch. She's in west side of Aussie.
Western Australia, Perth.
Perth, there we go.
Is she living there or just on holidays?
Yeah. No, she's living there. With her partner.
Yeah, right. Alright, I think we have our D-loops, our knocking height done, people.
Oh yeah, I was going to bring up your video.
The only problem with this super thin green serving, it doesn't melt real good. Do you remember on Braden Gallantine's video whether he does the more knots at the top or the bottom? Does anyone seen that video? And
it's more knots at the bottom.
Okay, cool.
2 knots at the bottom, 1 knot at the top.
Okay, cool, because I've done that. I've done 4 at the bottom and 2 at the top.
I do 6 and 4.
6 and 4. Well, that might be what I've done, actually.
6 at the
Yeah,
bottom.
are you talking about like a tight end knocking point before tying on your D-loop?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Help keep the D-loop from pinching the knock?
No, you got to do different size knots, so then the D-loop pulls back evenly. It's a little bit of a crazy pro thing that I've seen Gillantine talking about. So you put 2 knots at the bottom, 4 knots at the bottom and 2 knots at the top, and then it evens your D-loop pull out. Whereas if you've done 4 and 4 knots, 4 knots at the top, 4 knots at the bottom, it makes your D-loop a bit uneven or something when you draw back.
Huh.
I thought was
yeah, because mine doesn't have any tied in. It's just the D-loop tied on.
Yeah. It's supposed to even out the D-loop or something.
Yeah, what I've heard some other people, have done them in the knots for was to help keep the D-loop from pinching at full draw, keep from pinching the
yeah, that's the point of it, but then to even it up, you do uneven knots. I lost my old D-loop to get a D-loop length. God, I'm an idiot.
Okay, so you gotta put 4 at the bottom, 2 at the top, and that's just the speed knots, or?
Yeah, they're just the normal knots, the sewing knots or whatever.
Just under and overs, mate. Just do under and overs, you'll be right. Nathan Brown does a good video too about him, but he's got 17 fingers. He's got 17 fingers.
Oh, really? What's his name? I haven't heard of him.
Nathan Brooks. Nathan Brown. PNN Archery, I think it is. He makes bowstrings and stuff over there in the States.
Yeah, right.
What's it called?
Oh, well, I'll just go and get my laptop, mate, and I'll tell you for sure.
Alright, thanks,
Oh,
bro.
yeah. Cool.
Where is this D-loop gone? Ridiculous. I've got shit everywhere.
It's the only way to have a workshop.
That's it. You know it's a real workshop because there's shit everywhere.
Mate,
God, how can it go?
lost a bit.
Fucking, there's nothing here. Where can I put it?
I've lost a bag of stabiliser weight, so tell me where they've gone.
Jeez.
That's a good one.
No, it's not. I need
It's
it.
at the bottom of the pile. Do you know where it is, though? I'll tell you exactly where it is. It's
On
the
the floor.
last place you look.
In your pocket.
It's the last place you left it. Oh, I found it.
It was right in front of you, wasn't it?
Yep, it was on the table. Okay, found me D-loop, so I'm just going to use that to measure the length of the new one. I want this one a fraction longer, actually.
Cut it about 5 inches, Jimmy.
5 inches. I
By the
normally
time
use
it's on.
I normally use 4 1/4. Oh, by the time you burn the edges down.
Yeah, by the time you burn them down.
Yeah, my D-loop on my bow is just a bit, just a hair longer than normal because I wanted to have in that D-loop to twist without having any string torque on it when I'm in full draw
Yeah.
and laid flat up against the chin.
Yep, that is an advantage of using a long D-loop. The no torquing.
I don't have to worry about the D-loop talking because I use a wrist release.
Oh, you can still twist it. Like this.
Really?
Oh, you mean a finger? Oh, yeah, the finger. No, you can't twist it with the finger. No, of course. Yeah.
exactly.
Yep, I was thinking just the handheld release.
No,
You can't twist it with the wrist. That's right.
Can't twist it with a talkless D-loop either.
I was about to say that. Has anyone tried a talkless D-loop?
Yeah, I have, mate. But me ATA is too small and the arrows pop off the end.
Oh, do they? Because it pinches the arrows too much.
No, yeah.
It makes the thing too tight.
Something
the
you'll
Archery shop set up my bow the way it is, so they just threw a normal D-loop in.
Yeah, right. Which way should I run this D-loop? Not on the right, not on the left. Top one what? Facing which way, Tony?
Top one usually goes to the right, to the left.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I do. Top one to the left.
Yeah, top one burn to the left.
Yep,
Bottom
that's
burn
okay.
to the right.
That's what I got.
Nathan Brown's that bloke's name. If you just search for him on Google, on YouTube, he's got some good videos.
Nathan Brown.
PSC dealer. He was an obsession dealer. I don't know if he's an obsession dealer anymore.
Is he also a soccer player?
Don't know. Just write Nate. Just put Nathan Brown D-loop.
There we go.
Oh, right on.
Jeez, he's got three videos on just D-loop.
Yeah,
Thorough.
He shows a good dude, but like he goes right through it all. It's really good.
He looks like a PSE guy at the moment, or at least 1 year ago. That's when his last video was.
Yeah, he makes his own.
Which Nathan Brown is it?
I'll drop him in the Archery chat.
Oh, right on. All right. I just checked my stats and I've got 42 subscribers now, Jimmy. Woo-hoo.
Whoa!
Oh, well done.
Right up there, bro. Hectic.
I'm loving it.
Alright, new D-loop's on. A little bit longer than the old one. What do you think of that, Big Tony? Look alright? Can you see that one?
No, what?
Hang on, she'll come up in a second.
Oh, I love the delay.
Oh, I know.
That looks alright. That looks about the same size as mine.
Yeah, I was going to say it's about as long as mine.
Oh, we share a lot in common.
No, mate, I don't eat lamb.
Gotta love
Yeah,
the
if I ever
Kiwi
get-
jukes. Kiwi jukes.
If I ever get adventurous enough to do my own D-loop, I'll have to do that, the knots on there first.
Alright, let's have a look at this Nathan Brown.
You watch his videos when he's tying his knocking points in, you see why he needs 27 fingers.
Let me try and find it. He doesn't have many videos, does he? But he's got... Which one is it?
He's got a few, but not...
Tying the knocking point. Is that the one, Tony? Yeah. Tying the knocking point?
Yes, mate. That's the one.
Alright, let's put it up for you guys at home.
Yeah, that's the, what, kind of back serving it.
Hey everybody, Nathan with K&N Archery here. Back with part 2, tying the knocking points and the D-loop. So, just the materials that you're going to need for this.
That's the one
Focus
where the
my
phone
camera here.
Stinging all through
I
the
have
video.
some BCY knock point
Oh, he's got three
and
videos on that. Wow.
tying thread here. This is red since our bow's red, white, and blue. I have the knock that we'll be setting this knocking point for. So we need that. I have my piece of how many
See this,
so it doesn't
here
slip
we go,
into
here
the
we go.
cracks and groove diameter.
What's it
I can
doing here?
peep.
Max said hi folks,
We're gonna
just
pinch it
checking in
over.
from Northern Ireland.
That was a sick
Ah,
looking
Max,
lay it
how are you,
right
buddy?
on top
Northern
of our
Ireland, all
serving.
the way.
Now the reason why
across
this is
the side of
knock
the
and
world.
peep tie is because it's a larger diameter than our center serving. You want to make sure it's larger
Always
diameter
nice to have
so it
another
doesn't
Irishman
slip
in
into the cracks and grooves here in our threads. That it just doesn't work well for knocking points. We want it to be larger so it'll lay
Another
together
Irishman.
and we get really nice knots. So we're going to go over
in the
one,
Scott Irish.
Wow, he does
Next
tie him
two.
in crazy, doesn't he? What's he doing here?
3,
And
I
I'm
should've
per-
done
just
this.
3 times there.
Oh,
And
he's
we're gonna
doing the
pull our
full
tag
hectic
in.
one, isn't
And
he?
be careful because it'll have some
Yeah,
loops in
then
it,
he
and you want to make
back
sure
serves
that
and
that
it's,
pulls through nice and
I've
neat,
seen this.
so we don't get
This
any
kind of
knots.
serving.
Okay, and this
I
is going to
think.
be loose for now. We'll snug it
Yeah.
up with
I've-
the tag ends,
I've tied him in like
when
that,
we're
but
done.
Jesus, bloody hard if you haven't.
so it doesn't take a lot of pressure. Now this is called a back serve, so we're going to go in the same direction but on the opposite side.
I'd end up
We're going to go
accidentally
1,
pulling it apart.
2,
Yeah, it
and
can
we
be
come
done.
back
It
around.
just
That'll
slides
finish
a lot.
3. Loop it over, and you're going to serve back over top of it. This is just how you would do a center serving. We're just doing it on a smaller scale.
That's a big
Come
knot,
back
though,
through.
isn't it?
You're going to take that tag in and pull it and make sure everything stays nice and neat.
Not really, because he's actually
Hopefully
going
you
over
guys
the top
can
of it.
see
you know.
this.
No, no, he's not.
I don't have the
He's
greatest
doing
camera equipment. So you can see we've got our 2 tag ends here, right?
Because he's still
And we
got
can
a little
slide
loose, it
this
hasn't
up
all
and
tightened
down
up yet.
to
yeah.
match
Yeah.
where our
It will pull down short.
silver mark is. So we're right at the top of our silver mark. And we can snug this up just a bit. And once we get it into place where we want it,
Oh, that's why.
then we can take our tag ends
Peripherals.
and we can slowly start to snug it down, dressing up our knot. And then pull everything
Does look
tight.
nicer though, doesn't it?
You can see how that
Yeah.
knot came in nice and neat. Everything lays right
my
next to
knuckles would be
itself.
hurting after this.
We're going to take our scissors.
Your knuckles all would have broken into a sweat and
Yeah.
said a whole heap of
Eighth
curse
to
words,
a
and
quarter of an inch. Don't need
Yeah.
much.
even the dog would have run away.
And we're going to take our lighter.
It's like I have arthritis in my hands, and so that doesn't
And just burn that
moisture
down.
gets to my hands and
Snuff it
joints. Like right now, they're killing me. 'Cause it's like cold and moist out here in California right now.
Okay.
I spent
So
11
that
years working on doors in hotels.
is our first knocking
Those are
point.
what my hands are like.
See, everything's laid nice and neat on itself. We got our ends burned down.
That is a
We're gonna
nice
take our
looking
second
knot, though,
piece.
isn't it?
That is pretty.
It's going to be a big D loop, though. It's going to be a massive, big loop. How many knots?
Take our second piece, and we're only going to do 4 wraps. You can do 6 if you like. I like to do 4.
Oh yeah, he's.
I do it. No, that's it.
Yeah, he's.
So this time,
so that's the big one at the bottom.
Come over 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Come over
They do
2.
everything big in America, mate.
Then we're just going to pull the tag in
this is
through,
true.
making sure it comes through without any kinks. Then we're going to do this back portion. And I just hold this down with my thumb, come back over the top. 1.
I kind of want to cut me D loop off and do it again now.
Lay your tag end over. You got to have
Putting it
like
to
12
shame.
fingers to do this too. 10 is just not enough. 1, 2, and you can see it's unraveling what we wrapped on our back
You can
serve.
tell they
That
build
is-
string for a living.
I reckon.
And
Yep.
pull that tail end
Serving,
through.
ain't he?
Now, of course, this is not our gap for our knock,
Ridiculous work.
but
right
like
there.
I mentioned before, it's nice and loose. Or if we need it looser, we can just pull our tag ends away from each other, and we can slide this where it needs to
how long
be.
it took for him to figure this out, like figure this way of doing it out.
And looking for my knock.
He's done what?
So
6 on the bottom,
here's
4
our
on
knock.
top.
We're now going to clip this onto the string. Now, we don't want the knocking points pinching the knock when it's at rest. We want to leave
I was just about to say,
about
where's the test
1
mark?
full thread
Hey, it looks
of
like
the
he uses the
serving
same knocks I
visible between the knocking points and the knock itself. I don't know if you guys can see that little teeny gap that's in there to where this will slide up and down. We just want 1 thread. Thread being one of these threads. We want 1 thread
do. I got
visible
the same knocks on my.
between the knock. And what that's going to do
23s.
is when we come to full draw, and this pinches down on the knot, it's not going to be too tight.
Those aren't too bad.
A lot of times when you have problems, so we got just a
Vamps
little
or
bit of
the
play in there. It's
Victory,
literally 1
arrows
thread
threw me
that it's
off their
popping back
knocks.
and forth on. So what happens a lot of times, you
when I
get
first got
arrows
my
that
first
pick
set
up
of
all.
them, the knock had 2 clicks on it. And my
knock
buddy
had
was out
2
there with me for the pro shop.
Off the rest when you're at full draw or
And
that
I
deer's
tried to
underneath
play
your
it
tree
that way,
stand.
He goes, there's 2 clicks on this knock. And I was like, oh.
Oh, the double click. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Something like
They
that.
do
What's
have two
happened is
clicks,
you've gotten
don't they?
too much knock pinch on your
Yep.
D loop, and it was
There goes
tied
the
to
devil
where
there.
the knock
Don't know.
was pinched before it was even drawn. So
Maybe
you got to
just
leave a
make sure
little
it's
bit of
safe
slack in there for the knock at full draw.
Yeah, probably just to help.
We burn our
with,
ends
making
down,
sure you get seated. Yeah.
snuff them out. All right.
Yeah, definitely nice.
Next thing
looking
we're going to
knots.
do is we're going to tie on our D loop. I start with the top piece, or the top knot
See
rather.
those 27s,
I come
Jimmy,
across
you
the
can
back
only
of the
use them in
string.
Vegas face. You can't use them anywhere else.
And I loop
Australian
it
indoor.
back around over itself, come across the front of the
And I
string,
suppose you could use them
and back
doing
up
it for
through the
that,
hole. You can see I've already got a pretty
I
good
did-
foot
yeah,
burned
I use
on
them for
there.
IFA as well. Yeah,
Pretty good
IFA
flat
indoor.
D loop in,
And for the
And then we just
Australian
push
indoor
these
as well.
knots
You're allowed to
together.
use them for the Australian indoor.
and pull that tag end.
That's right. The WA one's got to be 9.3.
Yeah, the
Just with our
WA
hands is good enough for right now, just to get it good and snug, and we can kind of get it into the position that we want.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can shoot all the way up to the
Now,
27s.
once we do that,
Yeah.
you want your knots on the opposite side. And for you guys,
Yeah, I
that
went
know
through
your knots
IFA's
pretty well,
website last
this
night.
here is nothing more than a girth hitch.
Did you
So
get
if
that?
you-
There's a link.
There's a lot of apps that you can download on your
rule
phone,
book
your iPad, or
posted
whatever.
on
And
Yep.
you
the
can look up
Discord.
knot tying,
Sick one.
and if you look up a girth hitch,
Oh, no, I didn't get that.
there's
I just
actually
went right to
animations
IFA's
on
last
how to
night.
do this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's a
we want to
PDF of the
reverse the
rule
knot.
book.
We can see
Someone posted
on
on
this side, we can see where
Oh,
we
cool.
burn the tag in.
Yeah, I've downloaded
We
the,
want
the
that
player,
tag in to be on the
Archer's
opposite
handbook.
side this time.
I was going
The
through it.
reason
I even
why,
downloaded the scorecards
Because
for
it
the.
creates even torque on the string. If your knots are on both sides of the string, then you're torquing one side more than the other.
And
okay,
I was like, huh. Now I got a scorecard I can use for when we do the classic.
Our Viper D-loop pliers here. You can see I'm pushing this knot together, so it.
We should make print it out, copy it out, print it out, and make our own little scoring cards to send out for everybody.
Take the Viper D-loop pliers and.
Oh, that's an idea.
Here, sometimes you have to get enough gap. You have to flip
Ellis Army official tournament scorecard.
Just to snug that down, you can actually see those colors are pulling through where that's tightening.
Official
down.
scorecard.
And we can snug it up on itself.
That'd be a good one. Did you hear that, Big T? We're going to try and do an if around.
I'm going to take my scissors. I like using scissors.
I've got if a target sitting here, mate. I don't mind.
We can all get into it and have a go, and then we'll post our scores on Discord or something.
Fuzzes out the end a little bit better. And we'll match
the full. Oh, here it was bow 2 now, is it?
Sinister wants to catch up and have a shoot.
That's I heard about that.
Yeah, he wants to video it and put it on YouTube.
Ah, that'll be a good one.
Yeah, nah, mate, I've got to hit like a robber's dog.
Okay,
nah, you're not going to be part of that.
How many islands are there in Polynesia?
Might, oh, hello. It might have to be a,
from K&N Archery here.
Yeah, like a pawn shoot, mate, just from the shoulders down.
Oh, that's a good one.
Are you experienced with them?
All right.
Do it home, but no, I just don't want the world to know where I am anymore.
That's understandable. Oh, Greg's calling me.
Okay,
Greg,
so my camera told
I'm
me
on a
that
live
we
stream.
reached the maximum recording size, so
I'm doing a live stream.
We were able to get all of this on video.
About changing me cams. I changed me cams. I lengthened me draw length.
Shortened it.
Shortened it. Sorry, yeah, but thanks, Big T. I shortened it.
Max said, does the IFFA5 spot target have a smaller compound 10 compared to the NFFA5 spot?
I thought you were having a break today.
Well, I thought, look, I'll go to the post office and get this gear, and then I'm going to drive there and I'll continue. And it's not there at the post office. It's still not there. It's been a week.
You got to get express post or you get screwed, don't you?
Let's see.
Walk down there and back.
Walk to South Australia. So you're having a shoot down the...
Max said, sorry, I mean IFAA/NFAA.
Oh.
I'm here at the field, and David and little fella are here.
Oh, okay, we're live. You're live as well now, so be careful.
Daddy Beast said, oh no T that I've seen.
They've gone behind the butts to, you know, the part that's collapsed, the wall.
Oh, alright, yep.
You're looking at that. But I went into the inside.
Yep.
And they were in there, and they started barraging me with questions. They're very friendly.
Daddy Beast said they seem to both use the same 5-spot NFA target.
Ah, locked on.
And he said, I'll have to, they know everything about the videos, right?
Yep.
So he said, we'll have to get permission for you and Gary to film. You don't have permission at the moment, only Jimmy does.
Max said, does it have a compound 10 and a larger recurve 10?
Oh no, alright, hang on.
Daddy Beast said so it looks to just be the standard 5-spot.
Sounds like some fun stuff right now.
Daddy Beast said there's 2 5 scoring areas.
Jimmy's put himself on mute, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, they have the other ones, I think, like Costco and Sam's. No, they don't know.
I don't think he wants Greg to dig himself a hole.
Max said, of course, 5 point rather than 10.
Yeah.
Just a bit of experimentation, and I'm going home.
Alright, so you're just going to try out the different clarifier,
Daddy
then
Beast said,
go
but
home.
not like the Vegas 3-spot.
Alright. Alright, well give us a message
Daddy
on your way
Beast
home.
said,
Tell
yeah.
us, give us a call when you're on the way home. Okay, I'll speak to you soon.
Bye-bye.
That's out.
Yeah.
Well, that was Greg. He's changed his peep sight. He's going from the #1 clarifier to the #2 clarifier.
So
what lenses are you
just
using?
go back. Make sure our knots are on the
×6.
opposite side.
Yeah, #2 is better.
So we get even torque
Yeah,
apart
Jimmy.
string.
Yep.
The if a
Take the
5
D-loop
spot
pliers.
target. It's the same as the
And
NFA
these are
one,
just
right?
a set of Viper D-loop pliers.
So there's no like.
I think they're
nickel
the same.
size.
I think they're the same. Hang on, I missed a few. I
I
missed a few comments. What did does the FFA5 spot have the same? Have the smaller compound 10 compared to the NFA5 spot?
So we barely have enough room.
Yeah, I think
Max said
they're
he
the same.
shot an IFAA at the club a while back. Could have sworn it had an inner 5 and an outer 5, but I must be mistaken.
No, that's it. You're right. It has an inner 5. The 5. It has an X and a 5. Let me bring it up. Hang on.
Right.
Where's that?
Right, it's just the.
Thanks for watching, guys.
It's just not like the Vegas 3 spot where there's the super small nickel size spot for the X.
So many pictures and stuff on Discord. It's hard to
The
find.
compound has a large, or the recurve has a larger, X ring.
Have you seen
But
what light can do
And a
for
big
acne?
X in the middle.
New
And then it's
Neutrogena
white,
light therapy acne
and then it goes to blue or
light
black over
kills
there, whatever it is.
acne-causing
So
bacteria, while red
the all
light
white center is all
reduces
5, and then you got the
inflammation.
center
Turn
8
acne
the 8 centimeter
Neutrogena.
That's correct.
X spot.
Hey everybody, Nathan from
Yeah.
Archery.
So
Who posted the
Just wanted
link
to go
of
over
the
a couple
thing?
things real quick while I'm setting it.
So I can't find the link to the PDF anymore. We had the rule book and I could have got it up for you. God. Oh, do you know what I can do? I can just Google it.
Hang on, I'll get it.
I'll just Google it.
Hey Jimmy, next time you use archery supplies, go through Fastway.
Fastway.
Yeah, mate, I do mine through Fastway. It cost me $9. Usually got it the next day.
I get mine. I just get mine Express
grab it.
Post. You found it?
Which I like that red salsa, but it's hot.
Yeah, where'd you post it? Maybe posted it? There it is there.
And for whatever reason, the site shows it should be down. Yeah, the IFA site's down right now on my end.
Oh, really?
I can't get to it.
I told him, it's in an Excel file. I even wrote it down in the email. And then calls me, I can't find it. And finally, I found it, never mind. Like, seriously?
What page are you on, Jimmy?
NFAA
You
site.
can watch them where you're
Me.
not live.
I was. Oh, here we go. Here's the
Like, they
target.
don't see you.
Blurry. But all the whites 5. So in a
Max said talking about victory arrows, I can get 23 shafts over here but no components. Any other components work, Easton etc.?
I'm not too sure about that actually. But you can get the components from Archery supplies. I'm sure they'd send them to you. But the points are a bit heavy, aren't they?
Well, okay. Now I was talking to my guys over at the pro shop, and I guess their victory products are like proprietary to victory products, but I don't know if any other components will match with it. It'd be if you have a shop that you can go to, and I'd take them with you and check them. I mean, that's about the only way. But offhand, I couldn't tell you if it is or not because.
Here, I'll ask me mate. I'll ask see if I'll send a message to me mate who's a victory staff shooter. He'll know.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Primal said I'm watching you. LOL.
Ah, Primal's here. How are you, buddy? Careful, guys. We've got a
Primal,
moderator on
you
now. Hey, bro. That's what I say.
Oh, that's right. Primal's been given the hand to God, yeah.
That's it.
Banhammer people.
Surely if they're 23 shafts, the normal, like...
23 diamond stuff would start.
You think, wouldn't you? Eastern bloody colour would fit into it.
Yeah. Alright, sent me mate a message. Let's see if he gets it. He's not online now though. Hopefully he comes on. He's normally around this time. So the 5 spots. So the X is 5, the white's 5, and the blue's 4. That's how it works. X
What's
is
the
5.
distance?
That's for 18 meters. That's the indoor IFA target.
Yep, for 18 meters and 20 yards.
That's a good one to start with because a 9's still a 5, you know what I mean? Like this is the same size as the feeder target, the yellow and red target, except the 9's still a 5 and the X is a 5, so you get a bit more leeway. But you really just want to be pumping X's.
Have you seen the new feeder indoor targets, Jim?
No.
Yeah, it's just got X and 9. X and the
Primal said / StattyBeast, you're a mod for my channel.
9, that's it.
X and 9.
Yeah, you got the inner 10 and the 9. That's all there is on them. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow.
That'll make you work hard for your money.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that. Primal.
Max said, so a bigger max scoring zone than a F.A.T. 3 spot indoor target?
Is that right, Max? Let's see if I can find these new targets.
www.spankme.com.
Depends on how much you pay, really.
I can't zoom in on these pictures. What's going on there? I can't get those up. Oh, Dix TQ, how are you? David Black, how are you, buddy? Primal, I like that little spanner next to your name, buddy. Moving up in the world. Just checking the chat. Jack the Stripper says, do a handstand, Jimmy. You'll find it that way. That's the only way, Jack. Love your comments, bro. You're on fire.
Looks like it's about to get stormy in New Zealand.
Max said we were shooting a Portsmouth tonight. 60 centimeters reduced 3 spot shot at 18m/20. You folks shoot anything similar?
That is a strange one. No, we don't shoot these crazy Portsmouth round.
Primal said it's what happens when you get a promotion, LOL.
Ha ha ha, that's it. Here's a list of them. Where's this Portsmouth? Portsmouth, here we go. 20 yards, 5 dozen arrows on a 60 centimeter face. That is a crazy one. Oh, it's Portsmouth, not Portsmouth. No, I've never done that one before. 5 dozen arrows. What's that?
5 dozen arrows? Holy crap.
That's about 60 arrows, huh?
60
Yeah,
arrows.
60 arrows.
Oh, that's not too bad. So that's the same as an IFA, except it's on a 60 centimeter face instead of the 40
Max said I
face.
find it harder than a FITA even though it's bigger.
So our
hard
targets are
to
actually
focus on
smaller.
the center. Yes, 60 arrows.
Than the Portsmouth.
Portsmouth. So it puts you off a bit. The extra size, you get a bit overconfident shooting into it. I get that. Whenever I go from 90 meters to 70 meters, I'm like, yeah, gonna kill it now. It's heaps closer, heaps bigger, and I wig out. Always do it.
Joys of being old, I don't have to shoot 90 meters anymore.
Yeah, smart ass. What's your max? 70 now.
I think I can help. Oh, I'm a master, so I think I can even get away with 60.
Nah, master's 70.
No, there you go. I haven't shot 70 in that long, mate. But I reckon you're only as old as the women you feel. My girlfriend's 37 and I'm 53.
Oh, you're loaded then. Ew. That is true. I used to say that too when I was single. I'd always be 21.
Yes.
Let's see. I had a 20-year-old girlfriend when I was 36.
Max said I was getting a bit of left/right variation on the reduced 60, changed the target to a F.A.C.T reduced 40 and all 3 arrows were just right of center.
40 and she
Strange.
was 24 when we first caught up, so.
Yeah, right, that's crazy, Mac.
I've got to head off for a bit, back shortly.
See you soon, bro.
All right, Big T.
See ya.
That was funny. I had a friend who was 52 and dating a 20-year-old. My mom called him a dirty old man. I'm like, but hello.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, we got a new member. There you go. The real Sky Snick. You're in, buddy. The real Sky Snick. You're
Archer
part
Blake
of
said I'm looking
everything
to upgrade bows.
Yeah, so I told her, I go, I'm dating a 20-year-old, 20-year-old too. I mean, as well. So, like, you don't chase them; they come after you. he went looking for her.
Doing the chasing. Chasing's after fun. We got a few people online. Archery Blake, how are ya? Alright, so what's happening? I've lost track of what I was doing. Me bow.
You're doing something with your bow.
Yeah, no, I completely forgot because I got
Max said
excited
Krez
about
for
that.
sure. Last week was even worse. All over the place on the 60. Checked my settings outdoors a couple of days later and was spot on. I guess I must have been too tense.
Yeah.
Archer Blake said, does anyone have one they want to sell? Primal said, hit all the buttons.
Hit all. Don't you love text to chat? Armac, yeah, it is crazy. That a little bit of tension. You just need one day, a little bit of tension in the front hand, and you're shooting left and right and all over the shop. I notice whenever I screw my shoulders up. Whenever I play like my bow arm shoulder, if I start crunching my bow arm shoulder, I always shoot to the right, shoot to the left. So I'm like, sometimes I'll be shooting, I'll go bang, bang, big left one. I'll go, what's happening now? And then I'll go, oh, it's my shoulder. I'll drop the shoulder back down. And boom, she's good to go. Shooting straight again. So I think that's it I think my bow's ready to shoot, actually. Can any of you remind me of something else I need to do? I can't think of anything else.
Archer Blake said, I'm looking for a Hyot that's pretty cheap.
Archery Blake, he's looking for a Hyot, are ya? That's pretty cheap. A cheap Hyot. Where are you from, Blake? You're from America, Australia? We might be able to give you a few pointers. A Hyot. Why are you going with the Hyot? That's a good question. What do you like about the Hyots?
Because he loves the sound.
Archer Blake said America.
America. I was going to say there's some cheap ones around here, but I don't think you'll get them. What are you laughing at there?
Doing.
Daddy Beast? I missed that one.
Because it was said that he likes the sound of a doorstop.
Archer Blake said Hyots are fast.
Hyots, yeah, no, they're not that fast, actually. It depends on your bow. You just
Max said 26 days until I get to build my new bow. Can't wait, smiling face with open mouth.
What are you getting
sort
there,
of bow
Armac?
you getting, Mac? Yep, you beat me to it there.
There's this guy who's at the club that I shoot at, and I was shooting next to him, And every time he shot, all I heard was the sound of a spring doorstop going, dong.
Okay.
And I just
get it.
Every time, like, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh. I'm at full draw, don't laugh.
Boing. Boing. Now, if you want a really fast bow, Archery, Blake, is that what you're after, just fastness? You like the speed? You can, the new PSC Expedite, that's the super fast one. That's real fast lately. Or if you like...
Archer Blake said, what are my choices, Jimmy? I want a fast bow.
Yep, and Bowtech. Bowtech are the fastest ones. Yep. If you get a Bowtech like old 360, they're like off its head. Or you can get, if you want a bit of a cheaper old one.
Aren't they?
What's that?
The Bowtech 360s.
Yep. I think they're a bit old now though. I don't think they make them anymore.
Yeah, they
what's the new Bowtech out?
Archer Blake said, I'm looking to buy used.
I mean, like, they're so fast that barely anyone buys them.
Yeah, they're too fast, yeah. Yeah, well, you'll be able to get a Bowtech 360 second hand. Or if you want an old PSC that's a fast bow, is full throttle. The PSC full throttle, that's off its head.
That's one of the fast ones.
Let's have a look at the IBO for dropping me.
Now, what are you looking for? It
what's this?
Be a hunting bow, target bow, or what? There, Archer Blake.
Was it the full throttle? Am I talking about the full throttle? Is that the one that you have to get custom made? Ugh.
I don't think. No, I think it would be the.
I remember Archery Supply, the guy you get stuff from, did a video review on like the
Archer Blake said a hunting bow.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. ISB on the full throttle, 370.
Holy crap!
Is that hectic or what?
Oh, okay, he's looking for a hunting bow.
Yeah, well, the full throttle's a hunting bow.
Primal said Archery Blake just get a prime bow.
Oh yeah, there you go. Listen to Primal. What's a fast prime bow, Primal? What's the fastest prime bow?
It keeps you more honest on the shot. And
there you go.
I scared to say this, but,
Primal said rival.
2
years ago. This is 2-year-old bow, so you'll be able to get it cheap.
We've got a 26.5 to 30
should be able to at least,
range, so pretty good range there. I know some guys that really would like to see this in 31, but then
Archer
again,
Blake
we're at the limitations of technology right now with the 370 bow. So what do you do with that? Now this bow, it weighs 4.1 pounds bare. It weighed 4.08 pounds on my scale, just as it sets, nothing on it at all. So pretty decent weight, not too heavy, not too light, a little bit lighter than the Bow Madness 34. So that's good.
Archer Blake said, or maybe looking to trade my Martin.
The specs,
Primal said some for sale on archerytalk.com.
It's also got the new the new riser medallions to go with the new limb graphics, so that's really cool. Makes for a really sharp bow. This particular bow's in the Skullworks 2 pattern, which of course is just high def and looks great. Not had any complaints with the Skullworks. Then it's also featuring the backstop 4-string stop. If you'll notice, the rubber on the string stop's a little bit different than it used to be. And it does help on noise, so I'd like to test that. We might be able to do that.
And then I've seen the Expedite's nearly as fast, isn't it?
But a lot better value. A lot better
value. Expedite is cool. Yeah.
And still just as fast. So, speaking of fast,
is it for that PSC?
Got this thing over here with the chronograph set up. And what's a speed bow without a speed test? We're going to do our normal
Primal said rival 340 FPS. It has the smoothest draw you will ever need.
59 pounds.
Yeah, that's what it was. Archery Supplies. That's where I saw the PSC full throttle.
Yeah. He does a lot of good bow reviews.
312 feet per second with a 400 grain arrow.
I would love if he would review the bow that I have.
59 pounds.
Just so I know the X1.
Oh, the crazy cheat, yep.
Yeah.
Look how much this guy twists his hand when he draws back. Watch this. This is hectic.
Especially at 59
Watch him
pounds.
twist his release hand as he's drawn
Now for
back.
a 450 grain arrow.
What's this?
Archer Blake said, does anyone have a bow that they want to trade for a Martin?
Oh my gosh.
I think he's done it.
200.
It's a crazy twist, ain't it?
Yeah. No, he's just trying to pull it.
Yeah,
That's just him trying to pull it.
Yeah,
He's maxed it out,
struggling.
and there's too much weight for him.
298 feet per second with a 450
Oh,
that's 59 pounds.
That's a bad situation waiting to happen.
So,
especially with the back tension.
Oh yeah.
He's shooting.
Punch himself in the nuts.
Because he's pulling down, he won't punch himself in the face.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least his face will look pretty.
Now we got the long belly draw stops on the throttle. We're going to be on
Where was that? I missed it.
That's some energy.
Here we go.
So
that's a lot worse than your low draw, Primal.
Primal said crazy stupid accuracy.
Now for
What the? Wow, that is crazy.
That's a high draw if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, what the hell?
Max said,
So
what
that's
kind of draw
the
is
shot
that?
of arrow in the ceiling of Hyot. Got it now.
I can't get over the twist in his hands he does. Look, it's pointing down, then up.
Archer Blake said, Mac my
Man,
bow.
I'm glad he's inside.
Yeah.
If it went off, it'd be in another town, wouldn't it?
298 feet per second with a 450
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you don't need a gun license to own one of those ones.
Impressive numbers. So
that is a
we
fast
got those
speed.
in mind now. Let's switch over to the long valley stops. See what kind of speed difference we're going to have, if any. Possibly couldn't change, but
yeah.
The real world results and see what we think. Now we got the long valley draw stops on the throttle. We're going to be on a 29.
That's why a lot of people laugh at me when I say it's a lot easier to draw and hold my 40-pound longbow than it is to pull and hold or pull and draw the compound that I have that's 40 pounds.
Max said, Archer Blake.
It's the way that
sorry, what?
The way that the physics works on it.
Yeah.
Just the
because
efficiency is so much more that you need to apply more energy to receive the same amount of power.
Archer Blake said, were you talking about my bow?
Well, yeah, that and the force of the draw is larger space on the recurves and longbows. Compound, you're having to pull over a cam.
I was gonna have a look at, was it the not the PSC full throttle, the newer one, 2018 one?
Oh, the Expedite. Let's have a look at that actually.
PSC Expedite. And that's their supposed new fastest?
I don't know. Is it fastest?
I think that's
I don't know
what
if it's fast as
he was saying at Archery.
It's faster than the full throttle. That's got to be quick then.
I would hate to slap myself in the arm with like full throttle or something.
Oh god.
Max said, no mate, just the guy in the video doing a weird downwards draw.
80 to 90% let off, you'd need that.
But it's changeable, it's fully adjustable.
Obelix CMM said no, bits lower than full throttle. Archer Blake said, oh okay.
Where's the IBO? Oh yeah, 352.
Yeah, and it has
Primal said Mac that more of a hunter type draw.
It's 360.
It has a let off of I think 60, 65 to 90.
80 to 90% let off with the HL models, and the FL is 65, 75. One thing you would not want to do with the full throttle or the expedite is drop it, because those cams will just smash.
They're skinny, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Max said cheers Primal.
I don't know why they haven't
Why is
switched to
that?
carbon fiber,
High
to be
poundage.
honest.
Archer Blake said anyone have a used bow?
For what, the cams?
Yeah.
Oh, Dix Q says APA has one at 370 feet per second. APA?
Is that IBO rating though?
I don't know.
That's the only one that counts. As we all know.
Well, the IBO would be heaps higher if that's the FPS. Let me Google that. What is it? APA bows. APA Cobra.
Max said I hear yat.
It must be this Cobra, the APA Cobra, maybe. The Mamba?
You mean the
I've never
drawing
heard
in that hand?
Never had the scene of these APA bows before.
Oh, they look like pretty aggressive bastards.
Hey guys, it's Ableton with APA Archery.
Jeez.
Wanted to do some shooting again. We got our
They've got
King
bloody
Cobra
skinning
TF.
things on them.
This is a bow that we had a lot of hype around a couple years ago, and to this
Oh,
day,
it's got to be. Is that sharp?
We just
Oh, I hope that's sharp.
continue to sell this thing like crazy. All you speed
What the
freaks out
heck?
here, this is the king.
Jeez.
This is going to be the fastest bow on the planet.
Fastest bow on the
IBO
planet.
speeds of up to
This
370,
is- oh, the
but
APA
I'll
is?
tell you this, if you watch
This
the
Cobra
videos and everything last year at
TF2.
the ATA show, I personally shot this at 70 pounds.
Max said Primal.
Canadian,
That makes sense.
And I shot
Not legal to hunt
350
with a bow of
Maple
any
Leaf on the
kind
right
here in the
arrow
UK.
across the
Wonder if it
chronograph
says
at
sorry
374 feet a second.
every time it
So,
shoots.
like I tell everybody,
yeah, this is a fast
APA, we
bow.
like to under promise and over
There's a
deliver.
fast bow for you,
And
Archery
the King
Blake.
Cobra has been
The
delivering
APA,
for
the
the
APA
last couple
Cobra.
years, and we bring it back
Axle to
again this
axle,
year.
33 and 3/8.
So
Wow, that's short.
specs on
What's
this
the
bow,
brace?
we're looking at a 34 and a 16th inch axle to axle.
Brace height
5-inch
is
brace height.
5
As I
brace
said,
height.
IBO
yeah,
of
5 inch,
370.
5 and 5/16.
Physical weight,
Sure.
4
that's
pounds.
That's where they
Honestly,
get the
it doesn't feel like it.
Speed.
yeah.
Speed bow.
I would
wise,
actually
mean,
like
this
to
is
see a
the
target
smoothest
bow
speed
with
bow on the market.
a small brace height.
When you
I
get
don't know
up into
what-
the speeds,
how it
it's
would
just-
affect it,
People
but-
are blown away by how smooth the draw cycle.
There is one with the short brace height.
Available 50, 60, 70,
Obelix
80
CMM
pounds.
said same as full throttle 370 feet per second.
Yeah, smaller
We're
brace
looking
on
at
you
a
talking.
23 to 30 inch
Ah, like
draw.
5.
And what do you say we get the chronograph set up and shoot some arrows?
Same as the full throttle, 370. No, the full throttle is an IBO. 370.
Wait, the Cobra?
Yeah.
I need to see some video of this.
I'm watching on the channel now. They reckon it shoots a 350 grain arrow at 370 feet per second.
All right, guys. So
Wait.
with the chronograph set up.
We got
we got the
IBO
Cobra
and
here.
ATA
This
listed
one
at the
is
same
set up at
speed.
29
which is
Archer
really
Blake
not
said
the
I
same.
would like a fast bow that is within the 200 range.
What it's pulling on the scale.
Hang on, we gotta test what he's pulling.
When those Canadians want to put their minds to it, jeez.
So it's pulling 64.
Greg's back. Pulling 64 pounds. Greg.
What's that? All right, I'll just
Go ahead. We're going to start off by shooting the 343.2.
Weight that he's pulling. Was it 63 pounds that he said?
It looked like 64.
64.9 to 65.
Smooth draw cycle, especially for the speed bow.
That's at his max peak draw, I bet.
Hmm.
331 feet a second.
You'd have to watch that you're not actually
Next, we'll shoot the 376.2.
that you put the right arrow on, or it'll just shatter. Get a good laugh, but jeez.
I would have shot 331.
331, yeah.
And most clubs, like most clubs out here, California won't let you shoot anything over 300.
405 grain arrow.
Same in NZ. Target butts just don't handle it.
Another thing I'd like to talk about too is on these bows, the APA, the grip is nice and small.
Be a killer hunting bow.
Archer Blake said, or trade for my Martin.
That was Greg again. The paper's coming out. I'm getting in the local paper tomorrow.
Oh.
We're doing a little thing on me and Greg.
What's that, Jimmy? Crime Stoppers?
Mate, Crime Stoppers is at the border.
Up next.
They're trying to keep you guys in.
63 grains.
Local constable blotter.
Funny.
It's a good weight arrow for the big game out here in the west.
Oh, that release though is horrible.
Got enough mass to the arrow.
If I can throw the bow to the left.
That I like to build them with good front of center.
309 feet per second.
Morton says,
this is doing out of
Junzing. What's a Junzing bow?
29.
Junzing.
Yeah,
Max said, Crime Stoppers, ha ha ha, face with tears of joy.
Sounds like a Chinese knockoff.
I can't see anything on Junzing.
Sounds like a $300 Chinese bow.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yep, it is. IBO ratings is useless. Morton Justin says the chat's been going off and I've been missing it heaps.
Oh yeah, IBO ratings. Yeah. IBO ratings basically like perfect conditions.
Yeah, it's true. All these fast bows don't matter because they got a max speed.
Archer Blake said West.
The 290 is the max speed for ASA, so it doesn't really matter all these fast bows then, does it, if you're a...
Yeah. It only matters if you're a hunter.
Ah, yep, that's true. Yep. But in Australia, do you know there's no max speed limits in Australia?
In the
For
3D class, you can shoot as fast or as heavy bow as you
Archer
want.
Blake said Jaff Jays Sebfasik
I mean, if you could get like a pass-through of the bloody thing. I don't know how they would score it though.
Oh, what's oi 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 oi?
Oi 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 oi.
Archery Blake's on the Hoya Foif.
Oh god. Alert the presses. Oh wait, they've already been alerted.
Fast bow in the 200 range. You might be liking this new bow Dragar got. Dragar. What brand was it? Gen X.
Yeah, Gen X. They came out with a target bow.
Archer Blake said LOL, just messing with you, Jimmy.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Gotta
no,
do some
bro.
scrolling for that one.
Just having a joke. Gen X bow. What was it? Gen X, what sort of bow was it?
X1. So X.
Oh, yeah.
One. It's a really like, I don't know.
X1 mod kit. You can get a mod kit for it.
Yeah, you can get it. It can do, got 70 pounds.
Just have a look at the pictures. There's no pictures of them.
It should be on their website.
I just went to Google Images. Oh yeah, that's fine.
That's their mod set. Oh wait, there's a massive delay.
They are a nice looking bow.
A bit harsh around the edges. You can tell that they've sort of just shoved it in the old CNC machine and cut it out.
Yeah, right. Well, that might be where they're getting the cheapness, cutting out some of the luxuries to give you a bit better value.
Have you seen? Did you see Did you actually watch the video of it that I posted?
Yep.
Did you watch all the way through?
I think so.
Oh, you're a bloody legend then, because I couldn't.
Max said, how do you get the live talk to work?
But the things that hold the strings on.
Here we go. Okay, Mac, you're in, Mac. Just talk.
Oh, just like that.
Yeah, that's it. We can hear you now, buddy. Here, I'll turn you up a bit.
Oh, right. Okay, cheers.
There you go. Now we can hear you. You're in, mate.
You understand it, but
we can understand you.
Good.
The accent ain't that bad, buddy. The old Irish. Where are you from, Mac? Ireland or Scotland? Where are you from? I know you're from over there somewhere.
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland.
Yeah, but about 30 miles of water between here and Scotland.
Yeah, right. Everybody, go check out Armac's channel. What's your channel name, Armac? Is it just Armac?
I think it's just Armac.
Armac, yep. Go check out Armac. He does some great shooting videos too. Check him out. I'll put a link in the description, maybe. Alright, you're in Armac now. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, so here's the bow anyway. And what was it, 300?
The, yeah, 300 US.
That's pretty cheap, ain't it?
Yep.
For a target bow.
Yeah. You can see where they've actually, like, managed to get all the price down and stuff, but I'm interested to see how long it lasts, how long it all holds up.
Yeah, right.
The main thing...
yeah. Reliability is the problem, I think, in the cheaper bows.
Huh?
The cheaper bows is the problem, long term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long they last.
Yep. And I think the first point of failure is at the cam end, where
you're right.
Where the limbs are being held in by the string, is a little.
No,
oh yeah, the yokes.
The yokes, little plastic yokes.
My kinetic wore on the cams. It's just the bronze bushings, stop bearings, and the bushings wore out in probably between 2 and 3 months. But the cams were rattling side to side.
Yeah, right. The bearings were going or something.
There were wee bushings, not bearings, but the new bow that I ordered that was bearings in it, so it could be better.
Yeah, right. But even if you got a year out of it, you'd be stoked. You know what I mean? Even if you had to throw it away in a year, $300 for a year worth of shooting's not bad, is it?
Well, that's the main goal. If I'm still wanting to shoot after a year, if I'm still wanting to like take it further and maybe even try a few competitions after that.
Yep. Then you can upgrade and.
Yep. But for now, I'm just sort of getting my feet wet and understanding how just the whole thing works, really.
Yep. Totally.
Good way to go, really.
That's it.
Also, yeah.
And started on a low price bow. Basically, it's worn out, which is it's a good excuse to upgrade. And I'm at the point now that I know what I need.
Yeah, right.
Also, I didn't get the monkey tails monkey tails? Cat tails.
Monkey tails.
I think I'm all done. Am I done on the bow, guys? I think it's time for me to go get some lunch. I'm starting to get pretty hungry, actually. Is there anything else I need to do on the bow? Can you remind me of anything? Knock and point, everything's good?
Have you waxed the string lately?
No, I will do that actually. I'll wax it when I finish. Go get some wax because this is an old string. I just put back on.
Aren't we allowed to watch you wax your strings?
Oh, okay. Let me
Yeah.
find me wax for you.
Oh no, wax on.
What kind of wax are you using?
I love you guys.
Oh.
Is it like the Surfer Brothers and the Sex Wax, or is it, Scorpion Venom?
It's legit.
Hey, I tried some of that just a random lubricant that I found lying around in my room, and that stuff kind of works.
Yeah, anything works. I reckon. It's just I think the cheaper it is, the more you got to apply it.
Yeah. The only annoying thing is just finding a way to apply it. So what I did was I basically cut up some Jiffy cloths, soaked them in the bloody lube, shoved it in a Ziploc bag. That's the photo that you saw.
I wondered. I thought that's what it might have been, and then you just dip your arrow in the bag.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
What I think actually might be a really cool thing, like a really cool kind of thing that one of the bow companies should do, is actually have like an insert for one of their bow bags that actually has the lubricant in it. So you just shove your arrows into
Greg
it.
was saying that. Greg had that idea too, in the bottom of your quiver.
Yeah. I did that with the plastic bag, but I couldn't get enough lube on it, so...
Yeah, right. I was thinking about that, filling up the bottom of your quiver just full of things, so the tip's just constantly sitting in the lube.
Because you need what? How much of the arrow needs to be lubricated? Like 6 inches of it?
Yeah, you don't need much. You can just do the tip normally.
So
this is all I do, guys. I just coat it in this. Get me a wax. Just wax it up to the hilt. I put heaps on. And this is my little thing. I leave it. I just leave it chunked up big time. I don't know if you can see, but she's on thick there. You can see a big nodule of wax there. So what I do, I go sit it out in the sun and let the sun
let it melt
it into the string.
You'll be able to do that pretty easy now, especially with the heat wave coming.
Oh, that's right. Or you can use a blow dryer. I heard a blow dryer does a good thing, but I don't have the hair dryer.
You don't have a hairdryer?
No, you'd think
with a mop like that?
So I just leave it in the sun for half an hour and it'll soak it all into the string. And she's good to go.
He uses his wife's hairdryer, mate.
There we go. There we go.
All right, so we're all good to go, people. Well, I'm liking these live streams. We might do another live. How about we do a week of live streams for something different? I've got to put Greg's Nationals up, though. I've got to put Greg's Nationals up soon, so that'll be another video that's coming out soon. But I'll try and do live videos every day for a week.
Pull your finger out and get his Nationals up.
Pull it out. All right, I'll do it today. And when I get back from lunch...
8 o'clock every morning, bro. 8 o'clock every morning.
I know. I'm struggling lately, aren't I? Got to get back.
I stream videos sometimes if you want to join in.
All right. Sweet, bro. I'll join in on your stream for sure.
Yeah.
Our Sunday morning 9 a.m. blogs is a little late.
It was a little bit late this week. I'm not good with the early mornings, but we'll get there. Okay, so I'll try and get back into the 8 o'clock things for you. 8 o'clock videos. We'll do a couple of liveys in the meantime till I get my finger out. And I think we're all good to go. All right, guys, so I'm going to get some lunch. Thanks for coming on again. Make sure you check out RMAC, Daddy Beast, Beast Capacity Outdoors, Primal Archery, all the crew, Sinister Archery. Go give everybody a sub. And is there anything else you guys want to say before we go?
These are fun streams.
I always. If I'm not busy, I'll be on, but the last couple of weeks until the next month or so, I'll probably be a busy lot, so I might not always be on here.
Sweet, bro.
Yeah, definitely come by and check out my channel. I should have more videos coming out soon.
Awesome. Go check out Beast Capacity Outdoors. Alright guys, well I'll see you in the next one. Make sure you hit the buttons, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons, hit everything for me, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons. There's the catchphrase for you. Alright, I'll see you in the next one.